He's a brilliant bowler. That's something that Oman got right. Promoting Rafiullah at the time when it matters the most. Beautifully bowled, right in the block hole. No chance of whatsoever to get underneath the ball Virendra Singh.
Well, it's hard to explain how good a spell this is. Nepal were in all sorts of trouble. 30 for none after 3. Captain called upon him. Finds the first breakthrough it. His second over. Now he's bowled the 2 toughest overs of the first innings. 18 and 20. And they just cannot lay batting him. They really can't. He's bowled 23 deliveries, gone for 10 runs. He's picked up 2 wickets. Well, if Nepal get home right off the Player of the Match award, there's only one nominee for me. It's that man, Dipendra Singh.
He's been incredible, hasn't he? 139 on the board. They're looking for way, and they will finish off in style. 143 for Malaysia. Although they would still be way short of what I would like to call as par. 72 of 57 for Virendra Singh. Nazmus, who finishes off with a boundary. So Virendra Singh finishes off with a boundary. And he's stood tall and he's anchored the innings all throughout. But I believe they're short by 20-25 runs on a surface that has assisted the batters.
Yeah, that's why the captain doesn't look too happy walking off. Good innings, well played, absolutely. 72 off 56 is a good effort. And nice to see Kushal Malla run over and congratulate the opponent's captain. The problem has been nobody else. I know a good contribution from Sharvin Muniandi of 41 off 33, but nobody else has really struck it more than a run of ball. And as a consequence, I think they've ended up shy of where they need to be. Nepal will be pretty happy. They won't be happy with their fielding. If they fielded better, that 143 could well have been 125 or something in that vicinity. So at the halfway stage, it's definitely advantage to the reigning champions.
But one thing to be noticed, Andrew, is that the strike rate of the main batter, and we'll talk about that in the second innings, but talking about the bowling, yes, they started off in a poor fashion, Nepal, but the spinners came into the attack. 2 wickets for Dipendra Singh and a wicket to Avinash Bora. Yes, they have not picked up a lot of wickets, but if you see, the most important thing that matters the most is the economy rate in a T20. And that's where most of the spinners have stood out, restricting Malaysia to 143, which is a below par score. The extras have helped the Nepali side as well, just 5 of them. And that's where they stand a very big chance in this match against Malaysia. 144 to win. Talking about the highlights, they started off in a fashion that they would have liked. Boundaries on offer. Virendra Singh, he stood tall and he played shots all round. 30 of the very first 3 overs. The Nepalese bowlers were not helping themselves. Not helping themselves were the fielders of Nepal as well. Misfields were on offer almost everywhere, and that's where Dipendra Singh came into the attack, immediately picking up a wicket and tightening things, leaking only 3 runs in his first 2 overs. Misfields were continued to be offered by the Nepalese team, and that's where Malaysia was able to breathe a little bit. But spin made a lot of difference. Yes, a few boundaries here and there, but apart from that, things were kept tight. Misfields continued, and boundaries kept in. Even though Virendra Singh held things tight and he played shots when things mattered the most, he was able to accelerate consistently and wasn't able to take the Malaysian team in a position where it matters the most. Avinash Bora, obviously the brilliant death bowler that he is, made a lot of difference when he came into the attack, and in came with him Dipendra Singh as well. So a boundary to finish it off. Yes, momentum in favor of Malaysia, but they're still way too short of what would be a par score. 144 to win for Nepal, to get 2 points on board for them. And we will see the chase just across the break. That's it from us.
निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT र 550 XT पञ्चकन्या स्टिल तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजो
ACC बैंक पनि साथी पनि राम्रो पनि हाम्रो पनि
Skyworth washing machine?
Yes, Skyworth washing machine ma 7 motion DD motor.
Skyworth
Gold Star Shoes presents ACC Men's Premier Cup Oman 2024. Powered by Panchakanya Steel, NIC Asia Bank, energized by Red Bull, in association with Mountain Dew, Skyworth, lead the future. Matra Kantipur Max, Kantipur Television HD, र हाम्रा digital platformहरुमा. Title sponsor. Powered by
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड
Panchakanya Steel.
NIC Asia. ब्याङ्क पनि साथी पनि राम्रो पनि हाम्रो पनि
energized by
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजो
in association with
Mountain Dew. डोरको अगाडि जित्छ.
Skyward washing machine?
Yes, Skyworth washing machine मा छ 7 motion GD motor. Skyworth.
hair care partner
30 जडीबुटी युक्त कपाल झर्न नदिने नयाँ कपाल उमार्ने स्विकेज जडीबुटी आयुर्वेदिक हेयर ऑयल.
food delivery partner
For food, Foodmandu.
co-sponsor
छिटो भनेकै Whirlink.
गोर्खा इको प्यानल मेरो घर गोर्खा इको प्यानलको भर.
An AD release initiative.
Step in to rhythm, feel the gold star beat. Gold star, feel the street. Cool and comfy, stride in style. Life's your right away, mile after mile. Gold star.
फलामको शक्ति र गुणले भरिएको प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको आकारमा समानता अनि तौलमा एकरूपता रहेको गुणस्तरमा उत्कृष्ट हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT.
Panchakanya Steel.
घरासी बिल तिर्न जतै लाइन समयमा नतिरे लाग्छ फाइन लौ न अब के गरौँ
म ब्याङ्क गरौँ
म ब्याङ्क गरौँ सोचे अब फोन गरौँ बा आमाको हाल सोधौँ
Balance सकिएछ.
लौ न अब के गरौँ म ब्याङ्क गरौँ
NIC Asia मो ब्याङ्क गरौँ.
NIC Asia. ब्याङ्क पनि साथी पनि राम्रो पनि हाम्रो पनि
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी असली नै रोजो रेड बुल क्वालिटीमा बेस्ट रोजैमा पहिलो एक मात्र ओरिजिनल सबैभन्दा जोसिलो रेड बुल इज ब्याक. तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजो.
आहा क्या मजा. मामु बाबा ओ नो मामुलाई म हिलोमा खेलेको मनै पर्दैन. अरे म मेरो लागि नयाँ घर हो.
नानीको र तपाईको लुगा सबै मसिनमा हालेर फेरि हातले धुनु पर्थ्यो. म त हैरान भइसकेको थिएँ.
हैरान
त्यसैले त Skyworth washing machine लिएर आएको नि.
Skyward washing machine?
Yes, Skyworth washing machine मा छ 7 motion GD motor जसले कडा हिलो र दागलाई पनि हटाएर गर्छ तपाईको कपडाको अल्टिमेट केयर.
ल Skyward, आजदेखि तिमी हाम्रो बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड.
Skyworth. स्विकेज जडीबुटी आयुर्वेदिक हेयर ऑयल 32 जडीबुटी युक्त कपाल झर्न नदिने नयाँ कपाल उमार्ने कपाल कालो बनाउने सप्तऋषि अरविन्द कपाल पुरानो मानिसवर.
क्रिकेटमा the most important thing is focus. If you lose focus, game over. But then focus needs fuel. Fuel अर्थात food. त्यो पनि टाइममा. With added responsibility and lot of work on my shoulders. खाना त सोच्नै भ्याइदैन. That's when Foodmandu's helped me पहिला र अहिले त झनै धेरै. For food, Foodmandu.
खुशियालीको बहार नयाँ वर्षमा उपहार. यो नयाँ वर्ष वर्लिङको साथ हरेक नयाँ सब्सक्रिप्सन वा रिन्युअलमा पाउनुहोस् विभिन्न प्रोडक्ट्सहरुमा पत्याउन नसकिने डिस्काउन्ट.
सकली तोरीको तेलमा सधैँ राग आउँछ. त्यो राग शुद्ध धारा तोरीको तेलमा सधैँ रहिरहन्छ. याद राख्नुहोस् सबै तेल धारा तोरीको तेल जस्तो शुद्ध चाहिँ नहुन सक्छ.
NS चिन्ह प्राप्त शुद्ध तोरीको तेल धारा
मुटु चाहिन्छ मुटु.
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु.
मात्र एक फेभरेट ना अब 8 थरीका जेल बारहरू नयाँ प्रियामा मेगा सेलिब्रेसन प्याकमा. त्वचा रहन्छ सफ्ट एन्ड ह्याप्पी.
With added responsibility and lot of work on my shoulders. खाना त सोच्नै भ्याइदैन. That's when Foodmandu's helped me पहिला र अहिले त झनै धेरै. For food, Foodmandu.
फर्कियो रेड बुल फर्कियो रेड बुल तपाईको आफ्नो रेड बुल असली एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजो
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT र 550 XT पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
Step in to rhythm, feel the gold star beat. Go gold star, feel the street. Cool and comfy, stride in style. Life's your runway, mile after mile. Go gold star.
Gold Star Shoes presents ACC Men's Premier Cup Oman 2024. Powered by Panchakanya Steel, NIC Asia Bank, energized by Red Bull. Gold Star Shoes presents ACC Men's Premier Cup Oman 2024. Powered by Panchakanya Steel, NIC Asia Bank, energized by Red Bull. In association with Mountain Dew, Skyward, lead the future. Matra Kantipur Max, Kantipur Television HD, Hamra Digital Platform Haruma. Title sponsor. Powered by
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
NIC Asia ब्याङ्क पनि साथी पनि राम्रो पनि हाम्रो पनि
energized by
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजो
in association with
Mountain Dew डरको अगाडि जित्छ
Skyward washing machine?
Yes, Skyworth washing machine मा छ 7 motion GD motor. Skyworth
hair care partner
32 जडीबुटी युक्त कपाल झर्न नदिने नयाँ कपाल उमार्ने श्रीकेश जडीबुटी आयुर्वेदिक हेयर ऑयल
food delivery partner
For food Mandu.
co-sponsor
छिटो भनेकै Whirlink.
गोर्खा इको प्यानल मेरो घर गोर्खा इको प्यानलको भर
An AD release initiative.
Step in to rhythm, feel the gold star beat. Go gold star, feel the street. Cool and comfy, stride in style. Life's your runway, mile after mile. Go gold star.
फलामको शक्ति र गुणले भरिएको प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको आकारमा समानता अनि तौलमा एकरूपता रहेको गुणस्तरमा उत्कृष्ट हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
घरासी बिल तिर्न जतैलाई समयमा नतिरे लाग्छ फाइन लौ न अब के गरौँ म ब्याङ्क गरौँ सोचे अब फोन गरौँ बा आमाको हाल सोधौँ
ब्यालेन्स सकिएछ
लौ न अब के गरौँ म ब्याङ्क गरौँ
NIC Asia मो ब्याङ्क गरौँ
NIC Asia ब्याङ्क पनि साथी पनि राम्रो पनि हाम्रो पनि
तपाईको असली एनर्जी असली नै रोजो रेड बुल क्वालिटीमा बेस्ट रोजैमा पहिलो एक मात्र ओरिजिनल सबैभन्दा जोसिलो रेड बुल इज ब्याक तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजो
मामु बाबा मामुलाई म हिलोमा खेलेको मनै पर्दैन अरे म मेरो लागि नयाँ घर हो
नानीको र तपाईको लुगा सबै मसिनमा हालेर फेरि हातले धुनु पर्थ्यो म त हैरान भइसकेको थिएँ
त्यसैले त स्काइवर्थ वाशिङ मसिन लिएर आएको नि
Skyward washing machine?
यस स्काइवर्थ वाशिङ मसिनमा छ 7 मोशन GD मोटर जसले कडा हिलो र दागलाई पनि हटाएर गर्छ तपाईको कपडाको अल्टिमेट केयर
ल स्काइवर्थ आजदेखि तिमी हाम्रो बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड
स्काइवर्थ श्रीकेश जडीबुटी आयुर्वेदिक हेयर ऑयल 32 जडीबुटी युक्त कपाल झर्न नदिने नयाँ कपाल उमार्ने कपाल कालो बनाउने सप्तऋषि हामी कपाल पुरानो मानिसवर
Cricket ma, the most important thing is focus. If you lose focus, game over. But then focus needs fuel. Fuel arthat food. Tyo pani time ma. With added responsibility and lot of work on my shoulders. Khana to सोच्नै भ्याइदैन. That's when food mandus helped me पहिला र अहिले त झनै धेरै. For food Mandu.
खुशियालीको बहार नयाँ वर्षमा उपहार यो नयाँ वर्ष वर्ल्डिङको साथ हरेक नयाँ सब्सक्रिप्सन वा रिन्युअलमा पाउनुहोस् विभिन्न प्रोडक्ट्सहरूमा पत्याउन नसकिने डिस्काउन्ट
सकली तोरीको तेलमा सधैँ राग आउँछ र त्यो राग शुद्ध धारा तोरीको तेलमा सधैँ रहिरहन्छ। याद राख्नुहोस् सबै तेल धारा तोरीको तेल जस्तो शुद्ध चाहिँ नहुन्छ।
एनएस चिन्ह प्राप्त शुद्ध तोरीको तेल धारा
मुटु चाहिन्छ।
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु
मात्र एक फेभरेट नाउ अब 8 थरीका जेल बालहरू नयाँ प्रियामा मेगा सेलिब्रेसन प्याकमा त्वचा रहन्छ सफ्ट एन्ड ह्याप्पी
With added responsibility and lot of work on my shoulders. खाना त सोच्नै भ्याइदैन. That's when Foodmandos helped me पहिला र अहिले त झनै धेरै. For food, Foodmando.
Forkio Red Bull. Forkio Red Bull. तपाईँको आफ्नो Red Bull. असली एनर्जी भनेकै Red Bull. तपाईँको असली एनर्जी Red Bull. असली नै रोजो.
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT र 550 XT
Panchakanya Steel.
Step in to rhythm, feel the gold star beat. Gold star, feel the street. Cool and comfy, stride in style. Life's your runway, mile after mile. Gold star.
Gold Star Shoes presents ACC Men's Premier Cup Oman 2024. Powered by Panchakanya Steel, NIC Asia Bank, energized by Red Bull.
So welcome back to the Oman Cricket Academy. We're here in the Al Emirat Cricket Grounds. Oval 1, you can actually just see in the background there, still action concluding. A little bit behind us, the Hong Kong-Qatar game. That is the fourth match of the tournament, the second game today in the afternoon in Group A. And a really good finish for Hong Kong. They've driven up to 183 for 6. With still an over remaining, so they'll be thinking of maybe getting to 200. That could well be more than enough for Qatar. But here on pitch 1, the umpires are already out there, and here come the players. That's the batting and bowling cards, but here's the action that's all set to go. We see Malaysia with 143 on the board, and Kushal Bertel and Asif Sheikh, the regular opening pairing in both white ball formats for Nepal, will be looking to make light work of this. Andrew Leonard here alongside Mikhail Vaswamy. Mikhail, great to have you with me again, mate. Definitely advantage to Nepal at the halfway stage. Malaysia are going to have to do something pretty special with the ball here.
Oh yes, you've just summed it up beautifully, Lenny. Thank you for the introduction as well. Perfect setting here for Nepal to take their time and just go about their business. Burtel has been in good nick. Asif, this is a tried and tested combination for Nepal. They'll have to bat without much pressure. 143 in 20. Kushal Bhurtel. Once he gets going, he's quite a sight to watch. Can be very audacious, at the same time very fearless with his hitting. He has his own style of play. And then Asif Sheikh, the more conventional batter. Two very fine players for Nepal. They bat deep as well. Lenny?
Yeah, the Butwell boss, Kushal Bhurtel, he plays very differently to this man, Mohammad Asif Sheikh. Gorgeous player to watch, so pleasing to the eye. Definitely will usually be Bhurtel that will take the aggressive options at the top. Career strike rate over 130. And he'll have to face up to some left arm seam to start with Rizwan Haider. Suspect it will be left arm spin at the other end in the brother of the captain, Pawandeep Singh, who usually gets things going with spin to start with. That's the setting here. And plenty of Nepal fans. You can see in the second tier of the media centre where we are. We're just above, or maybe beneath that red sign there, aren't we? Directly behind bowler's arms. Umpire from the UAE, Shiju Sham, says time to play for the second innings. 144 the target for Nepal. Can the reigning champions get underway in some style? They'll be looking to hunt this total down. Here we go. Look at that. That's swung in a long way, isn't it? Haven't seen much movement in the morning. It's now come delayed in the afternoon.
Now, interestingly, everything is in favour of the bowling side. It's windy, breezy, it's overcast conditions. And you just get the impression that Rizwan Haider, coming at an angle to the right-handed batter, just get that ball to move a bit and the batters to dance a bit as well. It's going to be a little bit of a testing phase for both the openers.
I think it's a good point you make about the wind, actually, Mikhail, because that's where the wind is going. There's no breeze this morning at all. It's just started to whip up. Maybe winds have changed, so he's going to get it to naturally shape back in. Just wonder why he's coming round the wicket. You often think of the strength of left-arm seamers with the new ball. It's over the wicket to the right-handers.
Yes, that's one good ploy most left-arm seamers would employ. Just bowl over the wicket, get that ball to leave the right-handed batter and suddenly get one in. Coming around, it's always going to come into the right-handed batter unless it holds its line.
Not too sure what the hold-up is here, but umpire none too pleased. We're well ahead of the other game. The other game is still in the first innings, would you believe? Hong Kong looking to add some late runs. There are good bowling options for Malaysia. Both the left-arm spinners, the two Singh brothers, we'll probably see them. Mohammad Amir Azim bowls left-arm spin as well. And it's a friendly full toss to allow Asif Sheikh to get off the mark.
Both the batters off the mark with a single. Nepal are in no hurry whatsoever to get to 143. They have enough time and cushion. The pressure is on the bowling side.
There's also more left-arm options because Mohammad Wafiq is a really good bowler. We'll see him later on as well. Rare enough, you'll see four southpaws bowling together. Bhurtel has to run around Rizwan a little bit, but safely gets home. Do you expect them to attack here in the power play, Mikhail?
Yeah, I don't think Nepal should change their approach irrespective of what the target is. They have to play their style of cricket. I mean, on one side you have class and Asif Sheikh, on the other side you have carnage of Bhurtel. I guess they need to just complement each other and play that brand of cricket. So far it's been a quiet start. Rizwan Haider has kept things tight. Another single towards square leg.
Yeah, definite shape back in, isn't there, for Rizwan? It's not particularly quick. I'm going to get some bonus runs here. 2 free overthrows, so it'll be 3 to the total. Rizwan doesn't look too pleased. We've seen, I'll have to say, from all 4 sides we've seen here in Ground 1, we've seen some average fielding performances thus far.
I was just coming to that, Andrew. I was just thinking about Nepal and realized something in the day, rather. Because Malaysia are putting up a little bit of mediocrity in the field. And look at that. Lazy, casual. May have just ricocheted off the stumps as well, so you really can't blame the fielders. They were all in line. Extra 2 runs here.
that definitely completes the set, doesn't it? We've seen dots, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s and 6s. It's a 7-run first over, 7 for none.
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT र 550 XT पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
सकली तोरीको तेलमा सधैँ राग आउँछ र त्यो राग शुद्ध धारा तोरीको तेलमा सधैँ रहिरहन्छ। याद राख्नुस्, सबै तेल धारा तोरीको तेल जस्तो शुद्ध चाहिँ नहुन सक्छ।
NS चिन्ह प्राप्त शुद्ध तोरीको तेल धारा
मुठु चाहिन्छ, मुठु।
So we'll be spin to get things underway from the media centre end of the ground. We'll see a left arm spin. Powndeep Singh. Sometimes Mikhail, he'll bowl his 4 straight through. Won't attempt to turn a single ball here. Everything will be forcing back in, similar to the first over we saw, albeit at a different pace. The wind is just swirling about a touch now. Doesn't turn the ball much, but he's very accurate.
Oh yes, most left-arm orthodox spinners in the T20 format depend a lot on the length and the pace in the air. The flight, not much of turn these days. Nicely worked away towards the mid-on region. In fact, there's long on in place. They'll get a single. I've liked the approach of Nepal batters. They are aware that this total isn't too steep. So minimum risk, maximum runs. Keep it very sensible and simple.
Got a great record, Powndeep Singh. Career economy rate under 6. Really good number to be at even in modern ODI cricket, let alone T20 cricket. And he almost always bowls 3 on the bounce in the power play unless something goes wrong. And you watch that there, they're really in-swingers, aren't they? Arm balls, bowled at a variety of pace. Good skills.
And he's a tall bowler as well, so that comes from a height on most occasions. Short and wide, put away. That's a fine hit. That was asking to be punished. And Asif will not miss out on it. First 4 for Nepal.
You know, the Nepal fans are going to cheer every single boundary to the rafters. They're loving their day out. It's a Friday afternoon. We've got a really healthy crowd in, loving every second. Short, wide, carved away. Bit too easy for Asif Sheikh, wasn't it? And even though there's 5 in the ring in the offside, picks the gap. Oh, nearly an action replay. Again, short and wide. Again, not a great delivery. Easily could have been 4 more. Won't take the single this time. You just wonder, will Nepal be thinking about getting going towards the end of this power play? It's been a cautious enough start. Just 12 runs from the first 2. 12 for none.
Vibe Asli Energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozo.
NIC Asia. ब्याङ्क पनि साथी पनि राम्रो पनि हाम्रो पनि
रोहन खोइ उसलाई हेल्प चाहिन्छ तिमी रिग्रेट त गर्दैनौ नि गर्नु भने जिन्दगी भर रिग्रेट गर्नेछु
माउन्टेन ड्यू डरको अगाडि जित्छ श्रीकेश जडीबुटी आयुर्वेदिक हेयर ऑयल सप्तऋषि आयुर्वेद अम्बिका मार्ग पुरानो बानेश्वर
Into the third over, Rizwan will continue. Still looks a good surface to me, Mikhail. Certainly you'd expect Nepal to hunt this total down.
Oh yes, ideally this is very good conditions for batting still. Sometimes what happens when the total is low, it just about calms the chasing side as well in their approach. And that's why I feel both these batters should just continue with their style of play. Rizwan has looked good.
He's trying to use that angle, isn't he? Just cramp up Kushal Bertel for room, who loves any width. quite seeing it out of the middle just yet. Malaysia up about. Get a wicket or two to go with this. They might just get into the contest. It's the angle there. Everything just forcing the ball into the pads of Bertel. That's where he's got his protection as well. Long on, deep backward square out. Content just to work it around for the moment. Cautious start from Kushal Bertel.
Rather more sedate start for Nepal. 13 in the third. Ideally, they believe in just about going all guns blazing early on. By far, this is the quietest power play so far. Rizwan Haider has got the ball to come in sharply.
And they're happy to run singles. Good diving stop from probably Malaysia's strongest fielder, the youngster Amir Azim. I'd like to see him given a good chance with the ball today. Often under bowled by Malaysia.
We're at the Oman Cricket Academy. It's day one. Match one for the Pool A group.
Inside edge, squirts away. Going to be a challenge for the fielder in the deep to cut it off, but he will do enough. Sharvin Muniandi keeps it to a couple. Every run being cheered. You can sense the Nepal fans here who've come in good numbers. Just want to see some boundaries, don't they?
That had an even more loud cheer because the ball was just about coming towards their side of the section. They're getting an inside edge. Wafiq with the chase, but it was Muniandi who just ran around it and put in the slide to keep it to 2. Very, very athletic there, Muniandi. Quite a versatile cricketer.
Slower ball this time. I think it's the off-cutter. Mix-up could be a chance, but he gets back. Well, the throw, it wasn't good enough, was it? He's got to let it go there. Surely a real opportunity to run Kushal Bertel out. Instead, he's just kind of tried to lob it into the keeper, and as a consequence, the throw is too high and too slow.
Oh yes, it was a yes and a no situation for him. He was stranded in mid-pitch, but look at that throw. Had that been over the stumps, it was curtains to Bertel. Even a one-bounce throw would have come in very handy. They know it. Bertel survives. Anxious moments here for the Nepal fans as well. 3 gone and 16 for no loss.
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड
पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
Skyworth washing machine?
Yes, Skyworth washing.
Bound deep into a second, and Nepal are just almost feel like they're operating with the handbrake on right now. They need to get moving. The current run rate just 5 and over, need about 7.6. That's not a concern on a good batting surface. Just the wind's not flowing yet. Asif Sheikh desperately trying to get going.
Now this is where the Nepal batters will have to be careful. They can't throw it away. They have to pick their deliveries. Now this was quite a risky shot, just about making way and exposing the 3 stumps. Driven handsomely, exquisite. Sheer timing on that and pure class as well from the bat of Asif. He's so good on the eyes, so elegant when he gets going. And look at that for a cheer. They're delighted as well.
Well, much better. It was a half volley, yes, but put away with real elegance, real class. Lovely balance here from Asif Sheikh. Look at this. Early into position, picks the gap, gets 4 all the way along the ground. 0 risk in that stroke. This is going to angle down, going to miss the leg stump. A couple of games against the Irish Wolves for Nepal. They were in Kirtipur very end of last month, and they headed down to India. And in India, they picked up 4 wins from 5. Monty Desai felt it was very similar conditions to here in Muscat. So kept the side there right the way up till yesterday. Only landed yesterday afternoon, remarkably.
They've turned up well. It's never easy. Land and then just get started with your game. And good for them, they had an afternoon game, Andrew, not a morning one. That would have been very hard on the players.
Another good over. 5 dots in it and only 4 runs come from it. 4 have been bowled, 20 for none.
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT र 550 XT
पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ
NIC Asia बैंक पनि साथी पनि राम्रो पनि हाम्रो पनि
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु
So Rizwan's going to bowl a third with this angle just proving difficult for both the two right-handers. Mikhail, I know you've been to Nepal, you've enjoyed your time there. Special day, New Year's Eve today, the year 2080 today. That's the Cambodia flag, not the one I'm looking for. Looking for the lovely Nepal flag. Looks a bit different.
Where's the rhino? You're looking for the rhino. Oh yes, then best wishes to all Nepal fans as well. Straight down the ground. They'll steal a single.
Yeah, so it is a bit surreal to think, if you think of the Western calendar, or the Gregorian calendar, if you want to call it that. We're in mid-April. It's New Year's Eve in Nepal. And you can see there is the Nepal flag. There's the one I was looking for. There'll be big celebrations across Kathmandu, across Lalitpur, Bhaktapur in particular. That's where there's a real hub, a real festival. See all those beautiful Hindu temples down towards the Terai region, towards Bhairawa, Butwal, where Kushal Bertel comes from. New Year's Day tomorrow.
And all of it, a thick outside edge to fetch another single. Well, advance wishes here to whole of Nepal. Happy New Year wishes. And I guess the icing on the cake will be a wonderful win as well today, a convincing one. Will set the tone for the Nepal team as well into this competition. You want to start off strong, start off good. A convincing win, an 8-wicket win or a 7-wicket win with decent overs at your disposal.
They haven't quite started that way though, have they? Just 22 on the board, going at well less than a run a ball. Rizwan just losing his run up this time, dead ball signalled. You do wonder with the importance of the power play in the modern game. Yes, Malaysia bowl quite well here, but just Bertel and Asif taking a little while to adjust to the conditions.
Yeah, it's been contrasting starts, right? Malaysia in the first 3 got 30 of the Pacers. And Nepal in the first 5 have managed only 22. Just wonder if it's the surface or the approach. That was deliberate. That was done on purpose and nicely done as well. Just opening the face of the bat and gliding it down third for a boundary.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he's played for this. I think it's an outstanding shot. You might look at it and think it's an outside edge, but just watch Bertel's hands here. Right at the end of the shot, he's opened up the face of the bat. It's more off the face than a direct outside edge. And he's going to get good reward as a deep third had just come up into the circle to allow more protection for the leg side. Wouldn't mind seeing him use his feet here. Look at everyone on the offside. They're all up. Go at the left arm seamer. Try to go over long off, over extra cover who's in very tight. Make use of this power play. That's where he goes. Through the cover region, back-to-back boundaries. Finally, Nepal starting to take the handbrake off.
Oh yes, and courtesy Kushal Bertel. He does not like to be bogged down for too long. He likes to dictate proceedings in the middle. This was full and on the off. License to be driven. And with the field up in the circle, with the power play still on, Kushal Bertel said, "Thank you very much, Rizwan." Back-to-back boundaries here for Nepal. They found a move on. Just when it looked like the power play was going Malaysia's way, Burthel has stepped foot on accelerator.
Good finish from Rizwan. He's bowled all three consecutively in the power play. Don't see that too often. 5 have been bowled. 30 for none.
उसलाई हेल्प चाहिन्छ तिमी रिग्रेट त गर्दैनौ नि गएन भने जिन्दगीभर रिग्रेट गर्नेछु